They will reject your visa, they reject it. If you don't want a visa rejection, that's how you have to stay tuned to this video. Ever wondered about the step-by-step process for filling the Schengen visa form online and even offline? Because of course there are some countries that in which the Schengen region that you wish to visit and you need to fill the paper form. Well, stay glued to this video as I walk you through the process where you see me and watch me fill the form step by step, and of course learn and replicate the same for yourself. Welcome to the DIY series with Ifechukwu. You can visit Belgium in 3 weeks. Yes, I said that in 3 weeks you can visit Belgium if you apply right now. So I was in Belgium 2 months ago. I visited the city of Antwerp, Brussels, toured the entire region of those cities. Very, very beautiful country, by the way. And I can tell you for free that the multiple visa entry that I was given enabled me to be able to travel even beyond Belgium. And you can get the same for yourself. So watch me as I guide you through the form filling process. And if you have any questions, you can drop in the comments. So we are live on the official website for your Belgium visa application. Here I will be showing you how to fill the form. On this website you can start your visa application procedure for Belgium or for another Schengen country in the case a representation agreement exists with the Schengen country for the treatment of visa applications. What they are just trying to let you know is that the Belgian embassy in Nigeria in this case handles application for certain other countries like Luxembourg and Lithuania and Estonia. So on this web page you can actually handle your application to those countries as well. So I'm teaching you basically for travel to at least 4 countries. Now, without wasting much of your time, here is the home button and here is where you can start a new application. So we click on new application. If you want, you probably want to go through this entire thing, complete and print the electronic application form. The first step is to create the form, complete it correctly, fill everything, especially the parts where you have the asterisk because that one is marked as important. Make an appointment after filling your form, then lodging of the application in person after you've scheduled your appointment. So we come here and start a new application. At this place you can select the kind of application you want to submit. If you want to submit a short stay visa application or long stay, I always strongly recommend, if you're a first-time applicant, please go for short stay visa. Please, at all times, always go for short stay single entry visa if you're a first-time applicant traveling to the Schengen area for the first time. So we're going to be clicking on short stay below 90 days. You have to read the general data protection regulation, so we click on it and it will redirect us immediately. This is just to inform you of how your information that you're filling online is being protected, so you have nothing to be afraid of. So we'll go back to the application web page. So now we have to agree and prove that you are human. When you click on here on the capture, it says to show entities similar to the silhouette shown above. So this is a cat, as you can see. Select here, next, select here, here. I think on this, so that should, okay, so that confirms it. So you come down here and click on approve on your bottom right. So now a new application has been created. So on the left wing at the toggle, you could see the information that they will be collecting, which is basic information, applicant information, personal data, travel document, your home address, current occupation, travel information, travel data, previous visa if any, if you've provided previous fingerprints as the case may be, your host or your accommodation details, inviting organization if any, financing of your stay, and if you're traveling with a group. Basically this is all we need to provide as it is in the basic Schengen visa application form. So mind you, this under the basic information that we have here, we have the internet number, which is the VOWIN number. This is actually what you'll be using to provide your appointments on the TLS partnership website page. So this is a new application. We choose our language. It is not important because the language of choice here is French, Dutch and German. For language of decision on your application, you just select on important. They usually know if you're submitting from Nigeria that language of communication is English, so the decision will be presented both in French and in English for you. Location for lodging your application, choose your country. Obviously it's Nigeria, so we're going to just select Nigeria here, then come here, choose the location you want. So you can submit your application in Abuja physically or in Lagos. So remember, you have to bring your application form after we've done submitting online, print it, and bring alongside it all your supporting documents. But depending on your location, Abuja might be favorable for submission or Lagos. So for the purpose of this application, we'll be choosing Lagos. So you scroll down, it says family member of an EU, EACH citizen or thereabouts. If you're a family member of any of these above indicated associations, you can select it. So but I'm believing that if you're applying, you probably are not a family member of either of the above, so of an EU member, which is the European Union. So let's go straight to the application information. Personal data. Here you're providing your surname, in my case Eziefule. Surname at birth. If you had a different surname at birth, you provide your surname at birth as well, if it's different from your normal surname. So here I still put the same Eziefule. Your first name, which is in my own case Ifechukwu. Your date of birth, basically so 21 July, and select a random year, any year that you want to choose, and let's just choose 2000 here. So once you've selected, obviously if you're above 18 you can apply by yourself. Below 18, if you're a minor, you need to indicate it as well, because then someone should be applying on your behalf. So your place of birth, depending on where you're born, let's say okay that maybe you were born in Kaduna. Country of birth, Nigeria. If you're born outside of Nigeria as well, you might want to you will need to indicate that the correct information as it's applicable to you. Country of nationality, so you have to choose your nationality, the one you intend to use for applying. If you're a dual citizen, you have to pick one. So country of nationality at birth, as I said, if you're a dual citizen, you can always easily click second nationality as what you had at birth, but in this case we put Nigeria all the way. Your sex, if you're male, female, if you don't want to be identified, you can as well choose unidentified. Marital status, if you're married, single, separated, divorced, widower, cohabitant, depending on which is applicable to you. So let's assume single. National identity number, you just put common figures here just to, for the purpose of this application. Always provide your NIN, as you can see. Add other nationality. So if you have multiple nationalities beyond 2, then you want to provide those information here. Some people are dual citizens, maybe you were born abroad and you're also a citizen of Nigeria. Present that information as the case applies to you. So we scroll down, travel documents, your travel documentation, which is your passport. What kind of passport do you have? The most popular are usually the ordinary passport, diplomatic passport, service passport. They have multiple types of passports. Depending on your case, you select the passport that applies to you. But for the regular people out there, our passport is usually called the ordinary or regular passport, except you are a diplomat. Your document number, which is your passport number, you put it, let's assume 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Your date of issue, let's assume your passport was issued on the 2nd of January this year, and it expires, let's assume expires in 5 years time, which is 2029 January 1st. So most passports have an average of at least 5 years validity, so you want to put the date of issue and date of expiry here, which is clearly visible on your data page of your international passport. So who issued your international passport? If you're a dual citizen, of course you select the passport you're using to apply, the country that issued it. In this case is Nigeria Immigration. They are the ones responsible for immigration, showing the passports. Issuing country Nigeria. So your home address, you want to put your home address. Let's put Johnson Street, number 1004, Johnson Street. Postal code for Lagos. Let's say, okay, this is a Johnson Street, Surulere. So let's put postal code 1100. General postal code, depending on your city of residence, you always want to use Google to find out what your postal code is. Please don't just use any postal code. Ensure your postal code is correct. City of residence, Lagos. Choose country of residence. If you're residing in Nigeria, select your country there, so you can see different countries are presented depending on where you're residing. So you choose your country. Telephone number, let's do it 080-123-45678. If you have a mobile number, 070-123-45678. And personal email address, so let's just ifesolutions.com, ifesolutions.com. So you just reconfirm your email address here. So presenting your current occupation, you have to choose from the drop down. Mind you, there is a host of options you can select from. You have the artist, civil servant, clergy, company executive, diplomat, driver, heavy goods vehicle, employee for private business, farmer, house staff, journalist, legal professions, medical profession, minor, traveling alone, no occupation at all. If you've not got an occupation, you can select no occupation, provided maybe you probably have a sponsor, or you just you are retired and you have properties that are generating income for you. As the case may be, not everybody is employed. So if you're in the military, politician, so as you can see, this is all I think all encompassing. So but let's choose business, which okay, employee, private business. You have your business name of employer, 360 travel and tours, or let's see Ife Solutions Limited. So as you can see, you choose the name of the company, and now we put the street of the company as well. So let's still use the same Johnson Street that we used, Surulere. This time change the number to 200. Postal code the same, location city Lagos. Country of residence of your employer Nigeria. Email address ifesolutions.com. The phone number of employer 02-123-456-678. So as you see, we've provided all the information that has to do with the employer information details, and here this is critical to identify what you actually do. So beyond that, we move on to the travel information, which is going to state everything that has to do everything that has to do with your travel intention. So visa type is short stay. Remember, we're not applying for a transit visa. Mind you, you could also apply for an airport transit visa if you're traveling with Air Brussels and you're going to be flying through the Schengen region. So like I said, this is a very educative form filling process that once you get a hang of it, you could do multiple country Schengen country applications for yourself. So here we choose short stay visa. Category, we're going for, if you're going for leisure, if you're going for academic travel, family travel, humanitarian, business travel, whatever the case may be. Let's say it's leisure. Under leisure, you have different kinds of leisure: tourism, friend visit, sporting event, cultural event. But for the case of this application, let's say we're going for tourism, because that's usually more applicable to most people. Additional information on the purpose of your travel, maybe visiting the city of Brussels for tourism. So member states, as I earlier said, you could use the same link to apply to Belgium, Estonia, Lithuania, Luxembourg. So because the embassy handles the application on behalf of these other Schengen countries. So instead of either countries having separate embassies, they just collectively operate under Belgium embassy. So in this case, we're applying for a Belgian visa. So select Belgium. Member state of first entry, you know, there are 26 member states under the EU, and you could choose to enter anyone, but I always recommend that you select the country you're applying to as the country of first entry, because except you have a visa to other 25 member states which are listed here: Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia, Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Italy, Latvia, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland. So now you have an idea of all the member states. So member states of first entry is Belgium. Number of entries requested, please always select one entry if it's your first time of applying to enter the Schengen region. So let it be that, okay, from your second application you can then choose multiple entry. Multiple entry essentially enables you to enter into the Schengen region and leave and come back throughout the validity of your visa. So, but single entry, if your visa is valid for 30 days, you can only enter the Schengen region once. The moment you leave, you would not be allowed re-entry back into the Schengen region. So single entry, first time applicant. Date of intended entry, let's say July 1st, and to leave July 10th. So you're just going for about 10 days visit. Means of transport is obviously going to be airplane. So select your airplane, except you are traveling from a close country by train, then you can choose train, but yeah, airplane. Previous fingerprints. Have you given your fingerprints before? Have you previously applied for a Schengen visa and now you're taking this class to learn how to do it yourself? You need to provide information on your previous application. You click here and you put the capture date and the sticker visa number as it is applicable, but we are assuming that you are a first-time applicant and we are not selecting that option. Host or accommodation information. Will you be staying at somebody's house? In that case, the person needs to extend you an invitation letter and information detailing how they're going to be housing you and where you're going to stay. Another personal information about themselves, that they are legal residents, which is establishing their legal status in the country. So if you're staying at temporary accommodation like a hotel or Airbnb and you've made your reservation thereabout, then you select this. So name of hotel, let's say, okay, Radisson Blue, Brussels. So let's say, okay, street is Bruxelles. Let's just assume street here, Bruxelles, rather, 1008, postal code 90874, city Brussels, country Belgium, phone number 4498765897. So please, on the hotel reservation that you will be booking, this information is going to be provided. So if you're making a hotel reservation, you see the name of the hotel, you see the street number, the location, the city, the postal code, the phone number, and even the email address of the hotel. Every information thereabouts will be provided. For this case, we're just assuming a random email address at radissonblue.com. Inviting organization. Do you have anybody inviting you? Then you're going to have to state, okay, who is the inviting person? Is it a company? Is it a school? You're going to be required to provide information of whom is inviting you. So financing of stay finance, visa applicant, employer, others. So if your employer is financing your travel, you have to say that. If there are other people financing your travel, you also need to indicate. But if you're self-sponsored, of course, it's visa applicant, and we select that. it picks your name, your surname and your name. Then group, if you're traveling with a group, you also need to select it, no or yes. In this case, you're traveling on your own, no. If you're traveling in a group, maybe you're traveling with your children, your husband, then you select yes and provide information. So now that we're done filling the information, it's advisable that you go through everything again from the beginning. Basic information, note your internet number, new everything that you need to know. Ensure that if there are any corrections that need to be done, that they are done. And if you think you need to revisit this application, you could always save and come back later, log in and come back later and click on my applications to access it. So in this case, we click on submit. So it says, okay, the number is not valid because the Belgium number starts with +32. So let's just go there and edit it for the hotel. So okay, so you have to put it for your country, +234. For Nigeria, put the country code. Then here as well, still Nigeria, +234. Then for Belgium, the hotel has to be +32. So yeah, so now that we have this, you can now click on submit. So think so. Okay, so once you've submitted the application, you can now click on print and you have all you need. Have you subscribed to my channel? I mean, I've been educating you since on how to do this, about your application, fill your form, and we're all here looking. You've not liked this video. You've not even thought about sharing this video with your friends or people who you know that might be interested in this video. Please like and subscribe, especially if you want me to create more content, if you're interested. If you follow me on Instagram as well, of course, there will be privileges you can benefit from, like asking me personal questions about your travel intentions, and I can answer you. So click that subscribe button, turn on notification, like, share, and don't forget to leave comments. So now, once you've clicked, after clicking on submitting, it has loaded and taking me back up, and you can see submitted. How do you know it is submitted? You know it's submitted because then the amount that needs to be paid is automatically generated here. You could see before it wasn't showing this 80 euros and the equivalent in naira, which is 144,000 naira to be paid. TLS Lagos selected. Now I can click on print to print my application. I can no longer edit this information, as you can see. That's one of the dangers of clicking on submit. Once you submitted your application, you can no longer edit it. So if you have any error, you have to go back and start a new application here. So you click on print. Once you click on print, it redirects you, and yeah, so you see, if you've applied for a Schengen visa paper-based, you'll be familiar with this form. You can see all the information we presented and filled in the form online is all that there are here. Your name, everything. It shows the star here. Application for Schengen visa. This application form is free. Your photo we have appended here. After you've printed a colored copy of this, or even a normal black and white copy, you append your photo using the specification for your passport photograph. So you print this, you don't need to do anything anymore because this already has all your information, and this is what you'll be taking for submission on the day of your appointment. So yeah, so now we're going to go back. You're supposed to put the place and sign here, put your signature here, put place and date for submission. Usually the people at the appointment, the TLS partners who are at the visa application collection center, would review everything that you're providing to them to submit and let you know the places you need to append your signature. So we'll go back to our application and click on make an appointment. so that we can then go through. See this make an appointment here, so it redirects you to the TLS website to enable you make your appointment. We are now live on the TLS contacts page. As you can clearly see here, it says Belgian Visa Application Center. So we scroll down to select the country where we're applying from, which is Nigeria. If other countries are applicable to you, you can easily choose that. Click on submit. TLS contact, please choose the country where you have an appointment. We have done that. Registration and payment in another country will not be recognized. Confirm. Now we know that we filled our form and indicated that we will be submitting in Lagos, if you recall. So you have to make sure that everything is in alignment. Now Lagos Victoria Island is where the biometrics collection center will be done, so we select that. Now it tells us that your visa application process. TLS Contact is the official service provider to submit your application for a visa to Belgium. It lists out the steps which we are already familiar with, which is to prepare your own web visa form application, submit your biometrics at the TLS Contact after scheduling appointment, obviously, then pay for the courier express return service if you'd want that, or pick up your passport in person. So the next option is to go up at the top right where you have the option to register. Click on register. The email you used in creating your account on the Belgium website, replicate the same here. Put your email, confirm email address, in this case confirm email address, put your password, confirm password, then confirm you're not a robot, then agree to terms and click on create. Then the account is automatically created. Then you go to login, then login back, and we are in. It shows you the privacy notice, terms of service, which you have to agree to. Confirm that you agree to the terms of service of the website, normal protocol. Customer experience survey, do you agree to give your customer experience survey? If you want to, you don't want to, click on no. Do you agree to marketing and communications? No, 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 by the contact service provider. Click on confirm and you're here. So you don't have any applications at the moment. Make your first application now. You can click on continue. And start to fill your information. Your purpose of travel is short stay. Remember, short stay individual tourism. Your VOW reference, you just need to refer back to your initial application where you have your VOW here. Copy it out, then go back to the TLS website, click on paste. First names, insert your first name, insert your surname, insert your date of birth. 2107. Nationality, Nigeria. Travel document is ordinary passport again. Travel document number A01234567. Travel document expiry maybe 18 January 2024. Issue date rather 2024. Expiry 17 January 2034. Mobile number 08123 08012345678, and click on submit. It's created. Now you can then click on submit, choose the date, which I'm not going to click because at this point in time now there's no going back, but it's pretty straightforward going on. forward. You have your new TLS reference number to show that you have something that is valid with them for an appointment. Once you click on submit, you select the date for your appointment, and voila, we are done with the appointment scheduling process. Thank you. So we are actually done with the visa filling process. What about the documents that you need to attach to your application? I'm going to guide you through the documents that you need to put together to ensure that you have a success in your Schengen visa application. You need your flight reservation. Please, very important, make sure you have your flight reservation. This is going to carry the date of entry and date of departure from the Schengen region. So if you intend to travel to Belgium, ensure you have your accommodation. If there's a hotel that you intend to stay at, have your accommodation done directly with the hotel property. Do not use third-party booking platforms like booking.com, hotel.com, a host of all those third-party booking platforms where those are not essentially acceptable at the embassy. So you want to book directly with the hotel that you're going to be staying at. And of course, if you've got family inviting you, what do you have to worry about? Because then your family is going to state that, oh, you're going to be staying at their place on the invitation letter that you have. If you have travel history, make sure you print out the colored copies of all the previous stamps on your passport and your data page. Print 2 copies each, because those will be required during your biometrics. And your travel insurance, please, that's very essential. Beyond that, of course, you need to establish your employment situation back home. Are you employed? Who is your employer? Provide your employment letter, provide your leave letter, because if you're traveling, of course, your employer needs to give you a leave to be sure that you're going to be able to leave the country and return to your position. That is what you're going to be guaranteeing the visa officer that will be reviewing your application. You need to show your pay slips for the past 6 months. I know that they say 3 months, but for the benefit of that and because of the refusal rates in our country, I always recommend you put your 6 months statements and your 6 months pay slips. Get your bank reference letter as well. Get your digital copy of your photo, their specifications on the embassy website. I'm going to be dropping the link for your travel insurance. Please contact AxaMansard. These are some of the documents you have. If you have any other proof of financial resources that you have, you want to establish your financial position in your home country, like maybe property documents, proof of residence like utility to show where you are, or maybe agreement to show that, okay, that you have a lease agreement at where you're staying and you're not going to leave that lease. And please, beyond all of this that I've mentioned that are the essentials, the checklist is always provided on the embassy website. So the embassy website that I've dropped the link to this video below in the caption, you're going to be able to access it. Please do well to download that checklist and ensure that, depending on the reason of your travel, if it's the business tourist, if you're going for a conference, if you're going to visit family, or if you're going for tourism, you need to have all of the requirements fulfilled. And side note, if you're going for tourism, you need to book your tour. I mean, why should I say I'm going to tour a country and I don't have my tour details well outlined? So what do I recommend? There's Viator, viator.com. I'm attaching their link as well to this video. Ensure that you book your tour for each day you intend to stay in the country. Not necessarily every day, obviously you're going to want to rest, but for each day that you intend to tour, pay or even make a reservation of the tour that you intend to engage in. Some of these tours are refundable, some of them you don't need to make any payment. All you need to do is just make your reservation. And this brings a close to our Belgium visa, Schengen visa application. If you want me to show you processes for other countries that you like to apply to as well, let me know in the comment section, and I'll be looking to creating more videos just for your educative purposes. Thank you, and hope to see you another time.